You spoke about startups earlier, and you're seeing, obviously more and more of them come up in this space, especially with this AI movement and stuff like that. So, what are some lessons that people can learn about startups from your experience and being in them?
My first experience with a startup was with LifeLock. I was employed for 30 days and I said to my boss, when do we get paid? Like, what's the pay cycle here? And he goes, oh, we missed last payroll. We didn't have enough funds. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what? Am I working for free? And he's like, no, 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 it's coming. Like it's coming in 2 days. And like we're making up for it. And that was literally the only time in my career that's ever happened to me. Like they never missed payroll again. But ask those questions when you're entering a startup. When is the last time you missed payroll? How many times have you missed payroll? Those are questions to ask because if not, you might find yourself in a position being like, am I getting paid? Like, what am I doing here? That's a really important question to ask. What I love about startups is they're generally very scrappy. They're like, okay, we're just going to figure it out. We're going to band-aid it. You know what, Tammy, you're in charge of QA testing the website this week. I don't know what that means. Can someone just give me a few pointers of what I'm doing? Great. So now I'm QA testing a website for an educational technology company startup. Cool. Never done that before. I know I absolutely don't want to pursue that in my future, but it was needed and I stepped in and I did it. It's not my strong suit. I'm like, okay, when I find this bug, how do I report it to you? Because the way engineers communicate is very different than the way I have practiced communication. So I love that I get to do so many different things. I love in a startup more often than not. I mean, I can't remember any time I said no to something. I'm like, oh, it needs to be done. I'm all in. Someone teach me how to do it, and I'm all in. And I love startup organizations, even if it's like 10 years old and it's still like 25 people executing on this very focused mission. I love that because you know that there's such a sense of urgency. And if I drop the ball on this, it has ripple effects for days. Like this is going to stop, the product from launching on September 1 to December 1 if I don't get this done.